It is a grant that will go towards research and educational activities. And in general, the grant is focused on understanding how animals acquire mates. And this is a very important thing because obviously successful mating is one of the most important steps for reproduction. And if we can understand how animals acquire mates, then we can understand how animals successfully reproduce and how they can persist. There will also be a lot of students involved in the research, which is really wonderful. So over the course of the 5 years, about 25 undergraduate students and 3 graduate students will be involved in both theoretical and empirical research. And with regard to the educational components, we'll be working a lot with the Gear Up program and developing some hands-on activities for high school students.
I was Dr. Klug's first graduate student, and I worked with the Gear Up program. We dissected sharks, and I'm sure that's the first time that those students had ever gotten to touch a shark, and especially touch the insides of a shark. And I think it's really great for them to get that hands-on experience instead of just seeing pictures or maybe even videos. Seeing the different parts of the animal, I think it gives them a greater appreciation for that animal.
So far, just as much as I've done so far, I've learned a lot about experimental design, for example. Just throughout, I've learned a lot about social learning, just from my readings, in order to better understand how this stuff will be effective, how it could be effective. And really that's what I'm trying to see, is if it will be.
With the hands-on activities, I think it just, I think a lot of times when people picture science, they just picture it as very boring. You're reading a book, you're staring at a microscope. And doing more hands-on activities, I think that really gets students engaged, and it lets them know that science is dynamic and it can be fun. And just that when we approach scientific problems, we don't always know what the answer is going to be, and that's the fun part of science. You're always discovering new stuff.